Communication arts allows you to dip your feet into anything. You will never feel limited, and you will never feel boxed in.
Taking up communication arts made me realize I can be at places I didn't imagine. Eventually, along the process, na-discover ko pala na I can do more. I am more than my dreams.
And so being a comm arts major gives me confidence that wherever I am, I can speak my mind in any situation and communicate with ease with others.
Most importantly, communication arts students have the opportunity to understand communication in a wide variety of contexts. We have the power to influence and educate others for the better.
Philippine Women's University allowed me to explore far beyond my expectation. Whether you are just building your networks or just exploring who or where you want to be, PWU will not just give you papers, exams, curriculums, but you will learn by experience.
PWU was founded in June of 1919. They wanted to give Filipinas a better opportunity, a better education so that they could play a more active role in society, but at the same time still being the heart and the foundation of the family unit.
It has produced a roster of alumni who have achieved in their respective field of specialization.
Professors, administrators, and even students are treating each other just like family.
When COVID-19 hit, Metro Manila was declared to be under lockdown.
There was an announcement that there will be online classes and we cannot go back to the classroom.
Can we manage handling classes with this new setup?
Kung mawawalan po ako ng internet, how would I continue my education?
Connectivity and availability of suitable devices was a big issue. So we tried to address that by partnering with Globe. The representatives showed us the capability and the features of the G Suite Enterprise for Education. We decided that this was something that we needed. So the university had shifted to G Suite for Education because of its affordability. And as we continue to evaluate and get feedback, that is when the decision to upgrade to G Suite Enterprise for Education, which was more robust.
They make applications and softwares that are free and accessible to all students.
G Suite offers variety of tools that made it easier for me to think of more creative ways to deliver the instruction.
Faculty members are happy because students are participative, and of course they are not stressed in using Google Classroom because it's really very simple.
Google Docs is really helpful for us students. They have the feature of being able to change or edit or revision directly.
The Google Jamboard sits like an interactive whiteboard which replaces the whiteboard that I use in a regular classroom.
Google provided us a good platform wherein we can mimic the actual experience of our student in campus. We'll be able to deliver what's necessary for our students.
We intend to still continue using virtual learning even after the pandemic.
The technology allows PWU not only to survive, but also to adapt and to thrive in terms of addressing the needs and the wants of the new generation.
With PW's quality education and with the great help of Google and Globe, the integration of both would result to a great future.
Google Enterprise for Education makes PWU future ready because it allows us to deliver education to all of our students regardless of where they are. It will allow PWU to be more resilient, to be less disrupted in terms of delivery of education, of continuity of operations and systems with the help of Google Enterprise for Education.
the Philippine Women's University, I am presenting to the public the 10th President of the University, Mr. Marco Alfredo M. Benitez.
As the chairperson of the Philippine Women's University Board of Trustees, I hereby pass on the scroll where the PW legacy is inscribed, a legacy of service to God, country, and home.
We gather here today to install PW's 10th president at the same time that we close the university's centennial year and renew our journey to the next 100 years. Therefore, let us build on the legacy of our founders and predecessors, and let us pave the way for the next generation of learners as PW stays true to its mission for the next 100 years. Thank you and mabuhay po tayong lahat.
I'm Kenneth Castillo, currently taking Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Marketing Management, team captain of the PW men's futsal team, and here's my PW story. Way back in 2016, when I was looking for a university to enroll to, my friends, who are now my teammates, invited me to a futsal tryout in their school. After that, luckily I've been picked by the coach as one of the passers in the said tryout. Starting my college career as a student athlete, that was really tough. As an athlete, we need to balance our training time and class schedule, and I had a hard time coping with that situation. But with the help and guidance of my coach, I learned how to deal with it. On my first year of playing in PWU, we won the 14th MNCAA Futsal Champion title, which is our major league, and we also won first place on the 3rd JMP Intercollegiate Futsal Tournament at the same year. The following year, we were the first placer in the 15th MNCAA Futsal League, and we were the champion on the 4th Intercollegiate Futsal Tournament. After the season, our team was preparing for the ISAA League, and the 16th MNCAA League was ongoing. But the games were postponed due to pandemic. This pandemic gave us a harder life, and it challenged our lives. For us as a student athlete, the pandemic doubled our hardships and struggles as compared to our normal lives, because all activities including trainings has to be done online. It is really hard to cope up with online training sessions due to financial problems, internet connection, and signal problems, adjusted daily routines, and lack of space to do our training since our sport is being played in a wide place. Despite of those hardships and struggles, it cannot stop us to do our responsibilities, and it cannot stop us from dreaming. Every week, we are following a training program provided by our coach. I am very blessed and thankful because even though there is a pandemic, PWU gave us an opportunity to have scholarship even though there will be no tournaments for this academic year. Even there is a pandemic or not, it should not stop us from doing our responsibilities as an individual, especially from dreaming. Do not ever forget to pray to God because He guides and He provides.
Good day, my name is Jana Micaela S. Rosas. I live in Parañaque City and here's my PWU story. Ever since I was young, my dream is to be a student athlete, to fulfill my dreams, to do what makes me happy, which is basketball, and to support my studies and not be a burden to my family. After I graduated from senior high, I started to train every day because I want to try out at different universities. And I am blessed because I have a friend, his name is Kim, and he knows a varsity player in PWU. So I tried out there, and then I was fortunate enough to be welcomed into the Philippine Women's University. At first, I doubted myself if I can do my studies and being an athlete at the same time, but I still took the risk because I knew I was happy with what I was doing, so I can handle everything. And I know God is always by my side. He will not forsake me. Being a student athlete is very challenging, but being a student athlete at PWU requires discipline, time management, commitment, mental sharpness, obligation, teamwork, and a lot of pride in representing the university. My student athlete experience in PWU has helped me shape the strong and independent woman I am today. And I am very thankful to my teammates and coaches who guided and helped me. To Coach Vic, you have taught us sportsmanship, fair play, and many values that we will need throughout life. And of course, I thank PWU for my education. You are full of so many opportunities. You made me a good student and a strong leader. Thank you for trusting me to represent Philippine Women's University. I'm second year, taking Bachelor of Science in Medical Technology, and I'm the captain ball of the women's basketball team.
PWU Music Education provided a big boost to my teaching arsenal, as it opened up a big opportunity to render my services to teach Philippine and Asian music cultures in an exclusive institution for future women leaders. My experiences allowed me to become a reflective teacher, providing what is essential, showing how certain instruments are ought to be played, raising awareness to the state and condition of indigenous groups in the Philippines, and allow students growth through experiential and collaborative learning.
Music can never be like a loose rope when we teach it. It has to be very tight with information to help understand the reasons why we should study this, like any other subjects. We cannot just say, listen to it, but rather lead them to comprehend on the hows and whys of every music there is, to make it more meaningful and connecting. That is what I gained in my degree. Music education brought us to teach every young artists that the root is where we should always begin, to bridge the ends of knowledge and passion. And it is in the beauty of arranging those tones into a beautiful melody and a story that would then plunge into every part of your soul. Because yes, music, albeit a creation of the mind, is still and always from the heart to your heart. This is Aubrey Benvenida, Bachelor of Music, major in Music Education, batch 2019, PWU School of Music.
Compared to other schools, I could say that Philippine Women's has a lot of advantage. I've been to one of the Ivy League universities before, and the tuition fee is quite a lot compared here to this school. So for Philippine Women's, it comes in 3 semesters. The tuition fee is not that expensive, faster time, and we could still learn a lot. One of the reasons why I chose this school is mainly because of the location. It's super accessible.
I did choose BW University because of the way they approached me from the beginning, starting from the door guard